The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live, here we go at the Barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the Magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop podcast.
And I swear, you always be giving me bad luck, bro.
Nah, player.
You always be giving me bad luck.
It's ever since you and Bob swapped it out, man. Y'all got to work y'all schedules. I think that's what the problem is.
It's like me having it down pat and be like, all right, we ready to go. And then boom. And then I just look at Madness like,
Look at this. Like, what camera angle are we using? Where is Bob when you need him?
it's Bob.
I'm gonna have to call him on break.
Go ahead. Call
All right. Well, family.
This ain't John.
Despite the technical difficulties, we are back in the shop.
It only happens when Madness is here.
Well,
Oh man.
Madness is in the building. I got Black IT on the ones and twos, and we have the lady of the shop. Go ahead and introduce yourself, player.
What's up, everybody? Sassy. Shop
What
tonight.
is going on? How you been?
I've been good. How you been?
Busy.
Busy is good.
Sometimes. Yeah, this crazy crew we got here. Trying to make sense of everything. John is again on vacation, as always. Right? He's gonna be jumping in a little bit later.
Must be a light skin thing.
It might be. It might
Must
be. I thought it was the weather, but it could be. Yeah, so tonight we got some interesting topics for you all. I think at some point John is gonna pop in and we'll do the straight fade. So we'll have a little bonus round in there. There we go. See? Like I see you doing your thing now, man.
Nah.
Doing your thing now. All right. Now I'm talking to the people. Okay.
I'm gonna switch back.
In no particular order. We're gonna tap on Jada Pickett.
Ooh.
Right.
Hey man, it's just been getting crazy and crazy every single day.
They back,
Is it
baby.
really?
They back.
Hey, is it me or it's like, yo, every day you wake up and you're like, I wonder what she's gonna talk about now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I heard today it was well, we all knew that.
Yeah.
What you hear?
Wanna jump? Wait, let's get it. Let me hear it. What you got?
Oh no, I'm saying the latest one that I saw was that she was like saying that Tupac was her sweetheart. I'm just like, yo,
Wow.
she's just like
Okay.
digging it. Like, yesterday was, well, I never told him to go up there. I'm like, we all saw the look. So
Yeah.
I never told him to go up there. And then
Nah, it was in your mind.
and then the day before that was I was kind of shocked that he went up there and gave me the look.
Mhm.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. I was shocked that he said, don't talk about my wife. And
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, well, we're not together. So I'm like, yo, every day it seems like something new.
Another chapter from the book.
Must
The
be.
book. There it
The
is.
book.
Right? And you know, this is like the sequel, actually. This is the sequel.
It is.
Because you know what the prequel was, right?
His book.
Will. Good stuff, too. Good read. For all my readers out there, it was very intriguing. It's one of those things where if you thought the Fresh Prince was real, it's not, player. It's not. I shed a little tear, too. I was like, damn, this guy's a liar. Liar.
But you wanted to throw a shoe at him?
I wanted to throw the book at him. I wanted to walk on the stage and smack him with his own book. I'm like, dog, this ain't right, man. I thought Uncle Phil was real. I needed Uncle Phil growing up.
To be real.
Yeah. So we're gonna tap on Jada for a little bit, right? Carly Russell, she's in the news again. Okay. And are we gonna talk about this suit thing?
We can.
I don't know, man. I don't know. One of our co-hosts kind of bothered me with his responses on this thing, man. You know, he likes to just wake up out of the bed and, you know,
He's a
whatever.
Nah,
Not this co-host.
Oh.
Not this one. Other one.
The other one.
The black one. You know? The other one. The other black one. Too many of y'all. All right, so how we doing this? You want to run, Jada?
Let's go.
The book is called Worthy. Dropping on the 17th. October 17th, you all. I pre-ordered it. I'm not gonna lie to you, right?
Curiosity.
Not even knowledge. I'm all about reading, right? And then she's gonna give me the pointers that I need as far as who to stay away from. Because if Jada will do this to a millionaire,
Okay.
then ain't no love for us. You know, anybody outside of that million is gonna get it. Whoever is next, I feel sorry for who's next. Yeah. Whoever is thinking about Jada, they need to get the book. Read the book.
It's interesting. It just seemed like some back and forth tit for tat between the two of them, and they drag it like the whole nation into it.
So Will highlighted some stuff in his book. I'm gonna get the dates wrong now. Okay. In Will's book, he discusses the separation. They have been separated for a while based on his book.
7 years.
I don't know about 7 years
Ish.
now. You know, he don't. So Will is, as he said, he's a phenomenal storyteller. Okay, he can sell you anything. Keep that in mind, okay? That's how he got me with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But we're not gonna get into that. All right. He can sell you anything. So I'm reading this thing and I'm like, maybe he's trying to sell me something right now. Maybe they are together and he just, you know, he was having a moment, a little emotional moment in his book. But he said that they have been separated and pretty much doing their own thing. But he also highlights, and I'm sure I haven't seen anyone mention this part online yet, that he was practically begging her to stay married to him.
Yeah, I think I read that.
He did not want a divorce.
He's like a no-go. That's a no-go.
So you may see, because I saw one clip with her where she's expressing like, oh, I made a promise and, you know, I just haven't been able to break that promise. It's like, this man begged you to make this promise or whatever. Like, he pretty much initiated this, like, don't leave me, baby.
Yeah, never leave.
Yeah.
Never.
Trying to keep what his mother and father had going on. Because I tell you, you got to delete the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Delete that concept out of your mind altogether, because Will grew up in a house with both his parents. Both of them, mom and dad. And his dad was abusive. That was one of the big negatives towards the mom anyway. How is it? And mom wasn't able to leave. It was one of those things where it didn't matter how hard dad's hit was. She felt like, you're going to have to hit me harder, player. So when you look at Will's women, it's kind of the same concept. Jada is his mama to some degree. You know, minus the DV part of it. I don't know if there's anything domestic with the two of them. But this needs to end. Like what I'm seeing Jada do to this dude is the worst. Emasculating him.
Yeah.
It doesn't
embarrass
him. See, I don't mind couples falling apart. I'm all for black love. I express that to everybody. If you got somebody, lock it in. Do your thing, player. But don't let us know about it. If it's not working out in your favor, deal with that behind closed doors, man. That's a reoccurring thing. Like, we've talked about that a few times on here.
Yeah.
When you start dragging your business into the streets, you create problems. In the case of Will, reputation ruined to some degree. men wanted to mess him up. I wanted to mess him up. And I value Chris Rock, even though Fresh Prince, I tell you that thing did something to me, boy. But I wanted to go up there and smack him myself. Like, player, you can't do this, man. And I saw her giving the nudge. Like, you need to go address this dude. Go check him. Keep my wife's. Hey, player, that ain't right. That ain't right. That's not it, man. So for her to now have a book and see, like T made a comment where he was like, he saw every day it seems like something different.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna drop this one today.
You keep dragging this man. Like, at what point are you gonna just sit down and be still? Like, at some point, you gotta zip it. To drop a book now with all of it, like, we're gonna have a new story every week now. Book sales, sure, they'll be up. I get it. Publicity, it's good publicity. I won't knock her for that.
So, that's your family.
To what end?
You got kids.
It seems like you hate this man. Huh?
Crazy.
Father of your children, husband to you, and this is the outcome.
But the latest thing is that Tupac asked her to marry him.
Let's see. You believe it?
Nah,
While he was locked up?
I don't believe it. I don't.
We're gonna find out.
I don't. I mean, he ain't here to tell.
We're gonna find out.
Let the dead rest.
We're gonna find out.
Let him rest in peace.
See, with Will's book, okay, so with the Audible, that is, he has music playing in the background. Like you hear the Fresh Prince theme song going on. If there was a song that inspired him when he was writing his music, you hear that in the background. When they announced him and DJ Jazzy Jeff on the radio for the first time, he has that clip in the background. So what I'm getting at is, if somehow, some way, Will was able to pull all the necessary audio for his Audible book, Jada might have something. It wouldn't shock me if she got Tupac on there saying, "Baby, I want you to marry me. When I get out of here, we're gonna be a fresh start. You're gonna have to dump the clown." I can see it. It might be.
I sure hope not.
We'll see. But now I see the bosses in. Hold on one second, everybody.
See the bosses.
Big man, where you at?
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. What's up?
Man, you running things.
Back to the fiasco of the Jada and Will saga. I see. I don't know. Simpville, man, he got to get out of Simpville. Unfortunately, he can't.
He kind of represent people that we do know. Think about it. We've all had that one couple.
Yeah.
I know a couple. I know a few of them that's within the family. Bunch of
and just keep going on, and just leave each other. They're like, now we just like doing this.
I think the funny part about it, I think what she's doing is quality control. Like, she's trying to clean up her image, or try to what she can clean up of it. Because there's really no need. No one's asking all these questions. She's the one just divulging all these information to people.
She said, "You can get it. You can get it
every minute." You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone thought this was over already, and then you keep dropping bombs on him again and again and again. It's like, now you're putting out that you guys been separated from 2016 until now, and 7 years. It's.
And it makes you wonder, like, how do you explain the slap? How do you explain all these different things? Why are we talking about August? Why?
Well,
y'all,
like when we talked about it before about what's that thing called again? Stockholm syndrome. And you mentioned something. I heard you was talking before I got on about his family life, his mom, his dad, and different things like that. Honestly, he might gravitate to people like that. He might gravitate to that. They say opposite attract. It might be something for him where he loves that abuse. You know what I'm saying? Like
the challenge.
The
continuous challenge. Something like
that. I mean, it's either that or she already broke him down mentally, where he feels like, even though he has all this success and everything, he feels like he can't be anything without her. You know what I'm saying? And you find that a lot of men and women go through that situation when that spouse has the upper hand on numerous levels. Take away from the fact that he's this mega star. Let's just break him down again from his neighborhood, where he's from, his family life, the alpha male, all that stuff in between.
Yeah.
She embodies all of that he probably wish he could be, or all regardless of all the money and all the stardom he has. You find that a lot of them, they still missing a lot of things. They have a lot of insecurity still within themselves. And she's probably the band-aid to all those things. So now,
about the bandage, more like the alcohol.
All right, let's say alcohol then.
You know what I think?
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I think.
You're a damaged goods lady.
I mean, listen, she has issues herself, but the difference when you see them speak, and when she comes out, she's assertive, she's confident, she's cocky, she's, you know what I'm saying? Even when she got caught with the cheating, it's like, someone else, if it was vice versa, he'd be begging, he'd be, I'm sorry, I'm this. She's more like, all right, it's an entanglement, so what, So
she's the dude, man. I mean,
you can see the personality.
That. After we seen Will's husband.
Yeah, I mean,
I always say that all the time. Yeah, right.
It's definitely a role reversal, definitely. And I think, look at it like this: if she had got a Tupac, okay, come on, man, it would not be ending like this. You understand? She would know what lane she has to be in, and different things like that. So I think, you get him an inch, they take a yard, get him a yard, they take a mile. It's just going. He gave her so much that she's on a highway now. You know what I'm saying? Like she's gone. And I think for him, everyone had this big discussion going on of why he don't leave, why he just don't leave. I mean,
why?
The kids are all grown, and man, it might be a financial.
It's one of those.
Yeah,
one of those.
Because remember, back in the days, he said he was not going to sign a prenup. He made that public. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When they got married, they said they're never going to divorce. They're never going to, the whole shebang. And then now it come to this. So he could be sitting at home thinking about it like, if I leave, because she's unpredictable. That's the thing with it. If she was the same person that he probably met years ago, he could probably game plan something.
Now, on that note, right? This is what the people don't know. For the ones that haven't read his book, and Jada didn't want to be messed up with Will at all.
Yeah.
I know. She made that clear also.
She's about the most consistent she could ever be, man. She didn't want to be with him. She didn't want to be married to him. She didn't want a big marriage, a big wedding, I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's pause that right there. Just hold that right there. Let's rewind the tape to when the public saw them in public. It was always dressing together, smooches, kisses, all this extra stuff. So from the outside looking in, until all of this is coming and the blinders is off and we're seeing through the windows, we wouldn't have known that. We would have thought these two was like stupidly in love with each other because of all the antics that they were doing as far as on the red carpet, dressed in all white.
They're the poster couple.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So they made it a thing where the marketing aspect of it and the PR aspect of it, these are the it couple. These are who you want to be. If you want anyone to represent your product, your movies, your labels, your this and that, these is the model, like the Jay-Z's and the Beyoncé's, So that's why a lot of these people group up together. And now that she's saying, I really wasn't even feeling this dude back then, that's why I'm saying, for us looking in, it's an unpredictable situation because we're saying, what happened? back then you was like this, and now you're like this. But you know, from like you saying in the book and different things, nah, that's who she was. But again, here's the term, narcissist. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's exactly what a narcissist does. They give you what you're looking for from them. He wanted a soulmate, she became that. You understand? But over the years now, when everything is leveling off, she don't have to play the actor no more. She don't have to read the script and do all this shit. She gonna do her. And then he gets up one day and he's like, well, who's this? She's like, what you mean? It's been me. He's like, nah, this was never you. So now it's like, damn, what did I get myself into? You know,
I don't know why when you did that just now, I thought you was gonna say, oh, this is her other boyfriend. Like, this is our boyfriend.
Well, hey,
like, who's
it's
that?
Hollywood. It's Hollywood. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, I think he's looking at all that, you know, because again, she says she hasn't been romantically with him. So then you got to ask the question now, if that's the case, then the August situation, then what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, they're not keeping it real with themselves and the public.
No, I can't get that off. Like, if y'all not together, y'all not romantic. What we doing, man?
And so that's the thing where I'm saying what makes it more puzzling is like, okay, like she said that when he said, get my own wife's name out your mouth, she's shocked because he hasn't called her his wife in years. But
what?
That's what she stated.
See what I'm saying? That was Wednesday.
That's what she stated.
I say that was day 3.
But at the end of the day, if you're saying that he hasn't been calling you his wife in years, then I don't understand, you know, what the main issue. And a lot of people that was calling August Alsina a liar, I think they probably got to rewind now, because he said Will gave him the okay.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And everyone was like, he lying, man. He wouldn't have gave him the okay. And Will himself said, I never gave him the okay. I never told him nothing. We didn't even have this discussion. But then now, go ahead.
Chris Rock was trying to date her though, man. What's that about?
That's
that on day 1.
Like, y'all separated. Chris tried to put down. That was day 1. What day was that?
I heard that on day 1. He was like, yo, I want to take you out. And she was like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I heard that you and Will are getting divorced. She's like, no, that's just a rumor. That's what she said.
But then now what is going to happen a couple weeks from now? We're going to hear that she told Will, and that's why Will was mad at Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like
they way too complicated.
Yeah, I mean, look, we knew they were off the bandwagon when and no one's telling anyone how to raise their kids, but you know, normalcy to abnormal or dysfunctional when you see it. Nobody don't even have to say anything. It's like, yo, Jaden, I used to love that little kid in movies, you know what I'm saying? Little cute kid, you know, he actually reminded me of one of my cousins, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but then now as they're growing up and you know, they start going way outfield. And then the parents now is just like, we let them do whatever they want in life, and there's no consequences, and there's no this, and there's no that. And then mom is having adult conversations with these young kids about sex and about, we're not talking about sex education. We're talking about, you know, just the daughters saying
wide open,
you know, you know, polyamorous, and you know,
son is changing sides. Yeah, like,
yo, you're gonna get some whacked out results at the end of the day. And trust me, it's not the end of the Smith families and the sagas and all this other stuff. You're gonna hear about something later on down the line, you know.
Well, we're gonna hear a lot in a minute when this book drops.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh, he's dropping a book, or she dropping a book?
Oh, she's dropping a book. 17.
It's over. It's over. So now, hold up. So
Worthy.
So she's dropping a book. So do you think that this? Of course, you know. You know.
Oh, everything's gonna be in the book, man. She's already doing interviews.
Saying, this was plotted out to drop all this information right before the
Oh.
book.
Yeah,
I didn't know the book. I
that's
didn't
what
know a
she's
book was
doing.
dropping.
She's doing the talk shows to introduce us to her book. So I guess each one she goes to, she just drops something different.
Okay.
So be intrigued to go get the book and check out the various chapters. So, yeah.
See, that's what I mentioned before you jumped in. I was like, I pre-ordered it. I'm gonna be reading it because this is a clear sign of what to stay away from. You do this to a millionaire, there ain't no hope for us.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
You don't get no higher than Will Smith now. Despite the slap, it doesn't get any higher than Will Smith.
Well, I'll tell you something. After all that, he might be on our level soon. Because yo,
nah,
the last
people gonna take Will back with no problem, man. Watch.
Look,
they set him up with Nia Long already.
Oh wow. He got set up with Jada.
These two need to get together. He need to leave her and go get with Nia.
Jada looked like that type that she looked like that type that she'll find a way to sabotage that somewhere or another.
Well, she was upset because she read to get the role that Nia got in the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
She didn't get it.
So in his book, he mentions he was, I don't know, it could be like Soul Chill said, acting at his not so finest. The book it puts you in a place where you don't know what's real and what's fake. Because Will can sell you anything. But the conversation was she struggled in her career early on because of her height. She's 4'11. Will is 6'2, 6'1, 6'2. Okay. It's a bad look on TV. It's a bad look pretty much everywhere where you have this clearly grown man standing next to someone that's a child's height. So, but the way he wrote it in the book, the intro to Jada, he pulled up to the set and she was storming off of the set. He saw her in passing and he uttered the words, "Hey, what's up, shorty?" Right? Not knowing that she didn't get the role because of her height just now, like literally moments before the two of them meeting. So she didn't really want no dealings with Will early on. Like he pretty much blew his chance.
Okay.
Hello.
The shorty got to her. Okay.
Yeah. The irony, right?
Hey.
So I'm like, we'll see, man. I'm hearing some other stuff too. Like he might be on the other side of the fence. This is their way to come out about it all.
Well, in so many words, she has dropped small hints of that. I don't know if anyone saw the recent post. The two of them, I don't know how old the footage is though, but the two of them was at something. It was like an outdoor thing, and some family members, some guys massaging his shoulders and his back. And he said, and he's like, only a man knows how to, what a man wants. Something like that. And she looks at the camera like, like, I told you.
Now it looks like good publicity right now. Now that we think about it all, it's like, man, perfect. Perfect segue.
Hey, great publicity though, because I'm not gonna lie, I watched that video a couple of times and I'm just like, is she doing this on purpose? Because the way she looked in the camera, she's just like,
more to this story.
That's why I ain't been with him, So that's what I'm saying. I'll probably go lay down in the grave next to Pac,
So basically, she stays for the shut up money.
I think right now
NDA. She got an NDA.
It was a video. It was a video of I don't know if they was on a boat or something, and a guy was like massaging Will.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's
the same one we talking about.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah, that's the one.
Multitask.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. That's what I'm saying. It's like, allegedly, let me put that in there now. Yeah. Remember, there was rumors of him and Dwayne Martin that was flying.
So crazy because Dwayne Martin is who introduced him to Jada. Like,
but listen,
makes sense, man.
The funny thing about it, when Tisha Arnold broke off from him, all of a sudden now she was putting it out there also that twinkle, twinkle, little stars. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly, that has been the talk in Hollywood for a minute now, you know, and that's not to say that, you know, because they was buddies, friends, close or something. Most time when certain of these rumors is popping around town from the inside, people buzzing about certain things, yo, chances are it's on it's on the money. It's on the money. It's just that for us on the outside, we're like, no, you know, like, yeah. It wouldn't be surprising.
Hollywood is just weird. Hollywood is weird.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising. It's been noted that, you know, all right, look, no one's taking away his talent, his hard work and all this other stuff, but take a look at there's many other actors that are 10 times better, that's been in it longer, and you have a lot of them that haven't even seen that day of light because they stand strong on their beliefs, their moral values, and they're not taking certain roles and they're not doing certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have the others that 6 degrees of separations and
we'll put a dress on, we'll kiss a man. Yeah.
All the things like that. And
if he said that he gets totally into character when he does a role, you take it back to that 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
Everything.
I mean,
it becomes questionable.
And remember now that movie was like his introduction.
First debut.
So it's kind of like,
yeah,
I don't know, but I'm not an actor or nothing like that, but I don't know, like my first role situation in the I probably gotta pass that one up. You know what I'm saying? But I take my chances. Like you imagine you seeing it. All right, so let's look at the top-notch people, the Denzel Washingtons, the Wesley Snipes. Who else? What's the light skinned dude from Whoop That Trick? Terrence Howard.
Said Whoop That
Trick.
What? All movies? Come on, man.
Yo,
come on, man.
Unfortunately, that's the one that stands out in my head the most.
You know, trying to get my tape played,
you know.
Man.
But,
you had to bring me out like that, man.
I had to try to remember the quickest one that I could draw a reference.
Hustle and flow, my man.
You know, but you got a bunch of them, you know, and they've never really compromised themselves. Big Show, what's up? Compromise themselves in that manner for a role, because again, you can do that. You can do a Big Mama's House. You can do a Medea. You can do a what's the other one? To Wan Fu or whatever, something like that. You got these buff, like I can never look at Vince Ream again the same way. You know, yo, Vince Ream, he damaged me mentally from Pulp Fiction and that other to Wan Fu or whatever. Which one?
You talking about? Who you talking about?
Vince Ream.
Holiday.
That's Holiday.
Nah, ain't Holiday.
Yeah. Holiday, man.
Holiday.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. He did Holiday.
Oh, and that Pulp Fiction, yeah, that one was tough to watch.
Pulp Fiction, and he did that one with him and Patrick Swayze and a bunch of them that had dressed up.
No, like that was Wesley Snipes.
Vince Ream, he was in one of them joints like that.
Vince Ream was in Pulp Fiction.
He was in Holiday too.
Yo, where's So Chill? So Chill, look that up for me.
Oh man.
Facts. Homie was in a movie.
It's called Holiday.
So who's well, okay, it could be Holiday. I don't know.
Oh man.
But one of them was in that other one, To Wan Fu with something.
It was
whatever.
All right. To Wan Fu was Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John. I can't pronounce it.
Leguizamo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It was those three.
I thought he was in that with them. Okay. All right.
Nah.
But again, okay. But all right. So let's. All right. Now that you mentioned those people, look at Wesley Snipes' career now. Look at. Well, Swayze. Did he pass away? Right. Swayze?
Yeah. He passed away.
Okay. So Swayze. So.
Yeah. What you doing? That's the barbershop for you, boy.
Yeah. Hey, yo, it took y'all a minute to catch that one. You know what I'm saying? My bad.
Oh,
Rest
man.
in peace to Patrick Swayze. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
we probably should have made another. We probably should throw one more topic in here too, because with this now, the sexual preference that we tapping into, this is looking like the whole Tupac thing for real.
Well, what's Tupac thing?
Keith
Which
D
thing?
is dropping everything right now, man.
Oh, Keefe D?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the alleged. I don't know if we should even say alleged. He's straight up claiming
He say he
did it. He did it. He's the one who killed Tupac.
And, but he keep retracting here and there also. That's the thing.
Oh man.
I think with him, he definitely is cunning enough to try and still put some sort of loophole in the mix where the lawyer can still argue something out. Because if you watch majority of the interviews, even though he wrote it in the book, his book, and he's done other interviews, certain people like Vlad, I know at one point had asked him, and he's like, I never said that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so, you know, it's him.
What I saw today was pertaining to Dre. Talking about Dre and Diddy. And even Quincy Jones was brought up in this whole mix. You know, and Quincy is ultimately who discovered Will. That's a whole nother. We're not getting into that. We're not getting into all that.
You know,
gotta read the book. Had to read the book. Quincy is in a lot of parties, man.
Quincy is he's at the top of the food chain.
He can't get to here.
So many ways that people don't really understand. Quincy is so far up on the food chain. He's part of the people that deals with your interest rates, believe it or not. That's how far up on the food chain he is, that he's in a certain elite group that they have discussions in the Swiss Alps about the economy and different things like that. Yeah, the same guy that Michael Jackson did Thriller with and blah, 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 you know? So, yeah. So, now, as far as them being involved with, see, I told you so, chill. Yeah, you right, all right.
Yeah. That's why I put it up.
You know, but, I mean, one, it's good to finally have some closure, I guess, for the family. You know, it's unfortunate his mother didn't get the chance to really see it.
Sister did.
I don't know what's really going on, because here's the funny part about it.
Oh, Jada's here. He's gonna be out.
When they asked Suge Knight about it, he's saying that Keefe's not the dude.
I said Jada's here, man.
Oh, where?
No, man, Jada got Tupac, man. He gonna be all right.
Now, I was saying before Suge, they had interviewed him recently, and he's still saying that Keefe's not the dude.
Well,
you know,
that's possible.
Well, I'm saying though, how do you know?
Well, but here's the thing: he may not have been the dude.
Your head. How you know?
Right, he might be correct in the fact that he's not the dude.
You know where them bullets was coming from.
Suge know, because Suge know.
Suge was sitting right there.
He grew up with Keefe.
Suge might have.
They're all from Compton.
Man, just don't hit me in the face. You know?
He got in the face.
Suge also know that an artist is worth more debt.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you look at both Tupac and Biggie's situation, they both were going to leave the label and start their own, and as you can see, Puffy did not want that, and Suge Knight definitely didn't want that. He was like, "Yo, why leave? I'm gonna just let you start Death Row East, and you can do whatever you want." Saying
they pulled the plug on that.
Dead than alive.
Now, real quick, do you want to touch on Carly Russell?
Yeah, we can touch it.
Acting at its finest. Maybe not so fine. Because it didn't work out in her favor, apparently. And it's getting worse.
The loophole. That's what her lawyers are hoping for.
Insanity.
The appeal.
What's up, Dre?
What up, Dre?
The appeal what they did was so she got charged with two misdemeanors, right?
Okay.
false reporting to law enforcement and falsely reporting an incident. So that carries 1 year in jail, and they want $18,000 in restitution. So her lawyers submitted what they call a stipulate and appeal.
Okay.
So what this does is it acknowledges the defendant, so Paulie, acknowledges that the evidence against them, that there is evidence against her. So she's acknowledging there is evidence against her. There's a guilty decision coming down from the judge, right? And now lawyers will submit an appeal and bring it to the circuit court for a jury trial. So they want her to be tried by her peers, her jury.
Okay.
And we'll see where it carries, where it goes from there. So
Okay.
but they're still kind of saying she's, mentally sensitive. They're trying to
Cover her with kid gloves is what I saw. What type of crap is that? Kid gloves? Where's Pootie Tang when you need him?
Yeah, it's a lot of things out here. I'd be curious to ask the boyfriend. I know he left, but if he even saw anything like this coming, you know what I'm saying? Dre, what up? Bless up.
Well, possibly, it's possible. I mean, so he was out in the streets with the stripper?
Who the boyfriend?
Yeah, wasn't that what triggered all of this?
Oh man.
Supposedly.
You would never know what's going on in somebody's head, man.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean, how you doing all this? How does it help you?
There's a little kid in the highway, man. She's all by herself.
What do you mean by that?
Was that scripted somewhere? Like, how do you? But all of the things that you could come up with, there's a little kid out here on the highway by herself.
And then some people grabbed me in the bush and fed me cheese.
But see, here's the thing.
She was like assaulted at home and everything.
I know that there's a movie out, right?
I saw that.
Terrible.
It's a movie.
Yeah, like
Kid on the highway. The Kid on the Highway. Right?
Like that.
Somebody did like a short film of it or something.
It's on Netflix.
What?
Crazy.
Of that, the same
Of
incident?
that.
Well, yeah. Similar incident. Yeah.
Similar. It sounds like the same thing to me.
This is ridiculous.
Check that one out. All right, check that one out.
They went through her.
It's on Tubi. I'm sorry.
Oh, Tubi. Okay. They went through her Google search. So they was tracking everything.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful with your Google searches. So
Don't call out blacks. You gonna call out black.
Yeah, he pop up.
But I thought the boyfriend situation, was it something like he was probably looking to leave her or something?
Don't leave me.
What? That was it. She just like saw him outside with like at a restaurant or something with the stripper and the baby.
So the thought process is, I'm going to tell these people that I was kidnapped. It doesn't.
I don't know how the two match up.
Yeah, it's like
That's what
naturally you like, she's smoking something.
Yeah, she was hurting herself. She hurting herself more than anything else.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one that was actually supposed to be in a straight fade situation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just throw it out there. I was gonna have y'all pick out of the hat for the straight fade question, but I said I'm gonna just throw this one in the mix before we sign off.
Man, so you telling me you didn't take the hat with you to Hawaii, man? Is that what's going on?
You know I got the hat with me.
Oh,
you know I got the hat. That's what I said. I got a bunch of different ones in the hat, but tonight's conversation so interesting. I said, all right, let me just go straight into it, because one of the ones that was in the hat, I really want to jump on. So I said, let me just straight fade it right here.
This should be entertaining.
Yes, it shall. So let me ask you guys your opinion, because where I'm at right now, we had a deep discussion on this thing, and I had some different opinions. Some I agree with, some I don't. So now, all right. So in St. Louis, the state of St. Louis is looking to handout. Well, I shouldn't say handout, but eventually it's going to hand out. But they're launching a program to help lower income families by providing them with $500 a month for 18 months. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the program is supposed to basically stimulate or to help low income families to help rebuild the neighborhood and prevent root cause, which is crime in these neighborhoods. Now, do you now we're not against the situation of saying help in low income. We're not against we need these programs. The problem is, do you think some of these people have the mindset to really put those funds to good use, the proper use, like what is intended for right now, as far as stimulating back the neighborhoods, rebuilding it, and reducing the crime rate? Because they figure if every family, and I don't know if it's each individual in the household, if it's just a household, but $500 for the next 18 months, that's a year and change. You're getting $500 for really not doing nothing.
In St. Louis. That's what you said?
Louis. Yep, St. Louis.
Hell no.
What's the fine print? There's always fine print. I want to know what the fine print.
It doesn't even matter. In St. Louis, they're killing each other. Right? Mm-hmm. Killing each other because they don't have anything to do. And now you're gonna tell me you're gonna put $500 additional in each one of these homes for 18 months, a year and a half? Come on, player.
That's what they're saying.
Be the wild west out there for real.
I don't have all the details, but just a little synopsis on it. It says St. Louis guaranteed basic income will give hundreds of St. Louis families the resources they need to lift themselves out of poverty, giving them a strong foundation of growth and to thrive. Okay. So the deal right now is that they have about $5 million in federal funding and another $1 million from contributions and stuff from different foundations. So the thing with it now is that how does it work for other people like ourselves that we're not considered low income, but we're not Bill Cosby? Well, let me not say Bill Cosby, but we're not. We're not
the Smiths.
The Smiths, okay? T, what up? You understand what I'm saying? What about us? Can we get a little love too? Because this is the thing where I always was like, yo, you'll have something like, all right, for instance, now, if you fill out for like food stamps, let's say, or some sort of government assistance, something, they'll come back and tell you, yeah, you make $2 too much. You know what I'm saying? You're like, for real? $2 too much? Like, yo, I'm right on the cusp of struggling myself. But because you got a job, you know, so I get punished for the mere fact that I'm working. So now the discussion we had out here is the same thing, where it's like, are they going to use it for the proper things? You know what I'm saying? Happy Friday 13. Why you got to throw that in there?
Right? A lucky number. Come on, it's good.
So, I mean, we saw what happened with the stimulus situation. We saw what happened with the PPP. You know what I'm saying? So, do you think this program will actually work in the proper way?
Let's hear it, Sass.
The fine print is, because there has to be stipulations. So I need like full details.
I'm glad you made the PPP comparison, okay? Because they had one opportunity to do something with that, man, and they messed that up big time. Everybody messed it up. But again, we're not talking about in Florida. We're talking about St. Louis.
Right.
For the crew out there, y'all need to look up St. Louis. It's not good right now. St. Louis is the wild. It's already the wild west.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna throw an extra $500 at these folks. Throw some bulletproof vests out there.
Let me see if I can break a little bit more down. It said the concept isn't new. During the pandemic, the federal government temporarily expanded the child tax credit to send families up to $300 per month per child. Researchers said that it cut child poverty in half. Other cities already experimenting with guaranteed basic incomes, including Baltimore, Chicago, Denver, Birmingham, Birmingham, Alabama, and Columbia, South Carolina. So they're saying that they want to try and follow the blueprint from some of these other cities that it worked for them to cut the child poverty situation in half. Now, there are families that will definitely put this to use, and it will help them to try and catch up to certain things and get things done. But then the unfortunate part of it, you do have the other half that'll take that and go flip something, you know what I mean? You know, and do other things. And that's the part of it that makes it bad, when it's like some people actually do need the assistance, and then you have others that hustle the system. You know what I'm saying? That's the bad part about it. Huh?
You see what T put up?
No, I didn't catch that. What do you have?
They gonna buy some J's.
Yeah. It's sad, but it's true, man. Like, this is where we, well, again, see, we talking about St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's still behind the times a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Don't mess that up.
I think they need something more long term. Instead of feeding me fish, teach me how to fish. Teach me how to invest. You're gonna give me $6,000 for the year. Teach me how to invest some of that.
All right, so let me give you a rundown, and not to say that this doesn't happen in other cities. I've seen it in other places also, but me traveling, I've been to St. Louis more than once, and East St. Louis, it looks like Detroit. I've been to Detroit. And, yeah, you watch the 8 Mile movie, yeah, it looks like that. You know what I'm saying? You'll have someone, they'll put the cart in front of the horse situation. You'll have someone that got a Charger in front of the house with rims and this shiny paint job and the whole 9 yards, and the roof is falling down. You know what I'm saying? Like, the paint is peeling off the side of the house. It's overgrown grass. There's probably 2 or 3 old cars that's been back there for like 15 years. You know, it's that type of situation where it's like, yes, if we can pull it together and put this money to use and buy paint and cut the grass and get our own neighborhoods moving, and we wouldn't see all this gentrification situation happen if you knew the importance and how valuable your own community is. The problem with it, like T said, they have already dropped the seeds on a lot of them, where the J's are very much more important than a 5-gallon bucket of paint that costs way less than a pair of J's.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, and that's the unfortunate part of it, where I'm not gonna lie, me visiting these places and stuff, I'm depressed just driving through. So I can imagine the people that actually live there that are not motivated, because you don't have any paint on the wall to really motivate you. Everything is a dull beige or
dark and gloomy.
Yeah, it's like sunshine or no sunshine. Everything you walk out, the scenery is just the same. So it doesn't stimulate your brain to really want more or do more. You know what I'm saying? And again, that might be by design, of course, because you cross the bridge or where the arch is, people are smiling and hey, you know, it's like 2 totally different worlds. You know what I'm saying? No, don't get it twisted now. On the west side where the arch is, you go deeper in, they got the hood over there too. You know, but again, you can see where the neglect is clearly. You can clearly see where the neglect is. Now, is it all government? Is it all politicians, or do we have to hold ourselves accountable also that why are we still waiting on all these people, man?
Exactly. You gotta
Like,
lift yourself up.
why are we waiting on all these people? Like, look, the whole neighborhood could get together and start with the worst house. You know what I'm saying? And just pressure wash, throw a paint on it, help out with something, and then whoever's up next, until this whole neighborhood is just back to where it used to be. But the problem with it is the selfishness. It's the materialistic portion of things. It's
It's really the immediate gratification. I could invest.
Too.
I could go get the J's quicker
right now. Yeah, the time it's gonna take you to
put it
paint
into this house.
That too.
You know,
That too.
so I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna look nice, even though where I live at ain't looking nice.
Man, we don't even own this house. We're not trying to buy this house. Like, come on, we don't.
Okay.
Let me get them J's, player. Need some
Can y'all
rims
read
on the
that?
truck.
What it say? Sassy to invest.
Parents have to start pushing their
you
kids
know-
to investing.
Now, player, you know, in the studio, we got the tripods up. We can't see the screen, man. Keep it short and simple. That's what
Might
we
not
like this.
know where to start.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Parents. Well, all right. So going back to that portion
There's no
of things,
excuses now.
Yeah,
We
so
have
he's
the
like-
internet. Exactly. Yes.
he's correct. He's correct with that. He's
Definitely.
definitely correct with that. And I think again, unfortunately, it is by design to keep a lot of this information from you, even though we're in the information era right now, but you still, it is a difference when grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, friends is all drilling it in your head.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like in the Jewish community, you turn to the left, invest, do this, do that. You turn to the right, make sure you go do that. You turn to the, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have no choice because it's so embedded in you now that if you don't, you look at yourself like, damn, I'm gotta be stupid not to do it, you know? So while with us, you may have that uncle that is doing well, but he's not sharing that information with you. Like if you don't come to him and ask him, he's not gonna tell you how to go about it and how he made it and how he did this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why don't we just go ask him?
Huh?
We can just walk up and ask him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't ask him, and at the same time, from the fact that we don't ask him, he's not gonna come and tell you either.
He's not volunteering. Yeah.
Right. And then you have the other uncle that he's not gonna tell you because he wants to be the only one in the family making it.
That
You know
can
what I'm
do
saying?
Exactly. We also have the family members that do tell, but nobody listens.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
That's the reason.
But we also do have that family member.
Oh, man.
That tell, like, you need to do this. I would recommend doing this, that.
No, but what I'm
It falls
saying
on
is
deaf
you-
ears.
It's on
Yeah.
their ears.
But we do have that family member also that wants to be the only one in the room that everyone adores. If
I wouldn't
every
agree
one
with
of
that.
us, I'm not listening. I'm not telling you in every family, but you do have it. You do
The
have
yes
it.
man or
No, not the yes man. You know, all right. For
The
instance,
one that
now,
I'm doing well
if-
and I don't care about nobody else.
well, not the fact that don't care about everybody else, but the mere fact that he's so adored. Like, if now all of us are on the same playing field, I always draw reference to this. If every one of us comes out of our driveway, we're all driving Bentleys, then that first guy that had the Bentley is no longer important. Like, you know, that neighbor come out, he's like, he got a Bentley, and every other neighbor's looking like, oh, damn, Mandis caught the Bentley, word. But if Mandis comes out of his thing and he got a Bentley and we all got Bentleys, man, like, yo, I just bought the Bentley. Like, so? Like, you know, what's the importance?
yeah, see that's subjective. It's subjective. Cause see, for me, if I'm balling like that and I take care of all my people, constantly I'm looking like, damn, we winning. You know, like that's just my energy. I can't speak for everybody. But for me, I'm like, oh yeah, we up. Like,
but that's my point.
Like those rims you got on that one, I should have got those.
But that's the point. You're not that uncle. But there is that uncle out there that don't want everyone else in that driveway to have the same thing because then he won't be adored. So you do have those individuals out there that are like that.
Culturally, as a people, we just do not discuss money. We just don't. And the other cultures, they discuss it at the dinner table.
Mm.
The Asian cultures, they pool their monies together.
Mhm.
It's a we thing.
And
It's a
we,
we
as
thing.
in, yeah,
You have a
us.
household
This
10
shade
people,
player.
yeah, 10
You
people
know.
together to make sure that they can pool their money together to buy the asset, and then each one add on to, okay, now you got.
Mm.
But at one point, we all 10 to 15 of us lived in one place, and they pool their resources together.
Listen, I don't know what T
So
talking about. 'Cause I've been asking T for help on something. I ain't even gonna mention what I needed help with. I
Oh,
ain't
man.
seen no help from him. So you that uncle T. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So you that uncle.
I think as a people, we are too focused on being consumers.
I agree
We
with that.
consume
To
too much.
listen.
Yeah.
That's true. That's facts.
Consume way too much.
That's definitely facts. I forgot who said it the other day. Someone mentioned the same exact thing, that blacks look to celebrities for the answers for everything. Yeah, that should hurt. Yeah, I kept it real.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
This man.
Yeah. Hurricane season is over. That's my hint.
That's right here.
You know,
So now say that last part again where you were at just now.
where who's
So you
where
saw
I'm at?
something somewhere where they were like, you were referring to the celebrities. What was that?
Oh, what T said, blacks look to basically get advice or look to celebrities
Oh,
more as far as
and internal. Yeah,
like,
looking
so
at family.
if we said it, they wouldn't pay attention to us right now. But if
Will
you know,
Smith said it. They're like, oh, damn,
right,
where's the get my notepad?
right, everyone's grabbing a pen and ready to go. And listen, in closing, that is the same thing. So allegedly, let's go back now with like the DJ Envy situation. Right now, with this whole
Okay.
situation that's going on with the real estate thing, it's no different. If you were a realtor and you went out and you try to get some of these people, chances are they won't pay any attention to you. Now you're talking about a radio DJ that got so many people involved in investing millions of dollars because of who he is. They can care less if he conspired this himself or if he went and got all these people and paid them to make it look like they're somebody or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just like what T said. Because of his celebrity status, everyone was willing to throw their whole life savings in because they're looking at him and saying, he couldn't really do this. He's on national radio. He's syndicated in all states and
solid,
you know,
yeah,
all this other stuff. But now, again, it's alleged and get guilty, you know, innocent till proven guilty and then all that stuff in between. But right now, yeah, it looks suspect. You know what I'm saying? It looks suspect. But again, people could have easily went and researched and done all this stuff themselves. They didn't need him. They didn't need none of these people.
Yeah, the information's out there.
You know, you could have done this yourself because the listings and all these different things. Yeah, you can talk to a realtor and they can get all the listings for you, and then you can go out and go to these properties yourself and hunt down and stuff like that. But they invested $200,000. One guy invested $500,000 off of a settlement he had. You know what I mean? So, and
Put all his
chances are,
eggs in one basket. Never do that.
chances are they're not
This
getting
is DJ Envy, man.
It's not just
And
him.
people need to realize anything with investing, it's almost like it's pretty equivalent to
Guaranteed
gambling.
loss.
You never put more than you're willing to lose. If you cannot stand to lose $200,000, do not put it all.
And always write it off as a loss in your mind going in.
You're not
Good
guaranteed
chance.
to have it coming out.
Let me tell you something.
Never
Good
invest
chance
more
it's
than you
gone.
were willing to lose. Always.
They lucky they got some of the people that they got, because I was watching some of the interviews from some of the people, and it's like, man, there's a young guy that put together a very good information packet about the whole thing. I'm talking about this dude researched heavy. I don't know the young man's name right now, so I don't want to mess it up, but it's out there on YouTube. But
yeah,
he did a full out thing on all the different lawsuits that are out there, how much money they got from it and everything, you know. So when you look at it on a grand scale, you're like, yo, these people are living this lifestyle off of your blood, sweat, and tears. So it's basically a Ponzi scheme where you rob from Peter to pay Paul and on and on, you know what I'm saying? And these people are living it up, you know, jet setting and all sorts of stuff. I think one dude, I don't know how true it is, but the dude, Pena, he claimed he had 50 mil in his name, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, who knows? Who knows at the end of the day? But as I said, you got to do your research at the end of the day. Even when it came to this Bitcoins and all these, I know a lot of people that got bit by Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So in closing now, your thoughts on the Jada and Will thing? What should he do?
They need to just stop it. They just need to stop.
But in what way? Should they just separate or should they just shut up?
Just shut up.
Okay.
I second that.
Like she said, they already separated for 7 years.
No, they just need to shut up about it. That's what it is.
I mean, it's just like,
So he was like, should they separate? They are.
So the deal
it's
is
a big house.
Keep it to yourself and keep it moving. Okay.
How much more money do you need? How much more money do they really need?
But
she has a story she wants to tell, man.
The story is just.
I think that's
right
basically
money earned.
Yeah, I think she's itching to just get that off. So
be a movie deal next. We'll see.
She's not stupid. You got to give her that much. She's been around this long, so hey, I want to thank everyone for joining us, man. It's been a good topic. So Chill, T, Big Shug, Khalil, the whole family. I see Muniz, Gil,
Dre.
Everyone out there. Dre. Yes, Dre. Yeah, I'll call you on the back end, Dre. But thank everyone for joining us tonight. As always, you can find us on YouTube, all the platforms, Live at the Barbershop every Friday night, 9 p.m. Be there or be square. Yeah. I'm going back in the brutal, in the loo.
Be safe over there, man.
I'm gonna hang out with Nelly. I'm hanging out with Nelly tonight, so I'll let y'all know how it goes.
See the grills.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk. Holla.
Go out in the world and be somebody.